Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Mr. Robin Robinson. I'm your biology instructor for this very quick July 4-week mini term that will do work during the 4th of July week next week. And we have work due today. This is Wednesday 28th, and I am going to kind of walk you through the class real quick and just say hello because I may not get to meet y'all. I will be parking test on the 11th in Oxford for the midterm. You sign up, we'll get to meet there. But if you don't have to take tests with me, you can sign up at any of those times on the links that I'm going to show you in just a minute. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to get myself into a smaller picture here so you don't have to look at me, and I'm going to show you the class. Okay, here is the Canvas class. Now, when you go into Canvas, I'll back up here a minute. You'll find the class you're in is the BIO 1130, 1113, OL 38. Click on it, and you get some announcements that I've already made. I've sent one out this afternoon about an hour ago. But here is where most of your stuff is. We've got this little, here's our title here, and it's Summer 2 lecture for July, even though it says Biology Lab. But under here, all of these are buttons. Start here, read all this letter in here. This explains the class very well. I had a few of the highlights, but I may forget something, so go back and click on this. The course is set up in modules, okay? And the modules can be gone to by here, or you can click module over on the left. And you can see that this first one is stuff y'all shouldn't see. That's teacher stuff. But yours start right here, and you had to have the access code. And then we start, and this is how you get Redshift and how to get your book, video in here on how to hook up the mastering code. I'm going to walk you through that in a minute. But here's where chapter 1 starts. And all of this chapter 1 stuff for here and here, we have 2 modules on chapter 1. This is usually set up for like a 16-week class. So these 2 are due today. And then the next 2 modules are due on Sunday. Now, I am a real stickler about not taking late work, okay? We have to have deadlines or we can't operate. I started Monday, it ends on the 21st or 20th, whatever that Friday is in July. Make sure I got that date right. Well, start off here with the wrong date right off the bat. Let me double check. I just put this up, but the final has to be taken by Thursday, July 21st, or emergency, possibly Friday, July 21st, Thursday, July 20th. So this class ends, finally scheduled on Thursday, July 20th. We turn grades in on the Friday. So you need to do that by Thursday, July 20th. Now, I know a lot of people have technology trouble the first week. So the stuff due tonight, I have the due date set for tonight for chapter 1 stuff, but it will allow you to work on it to Sunday at midnight. After Sunday midnight, I don't want no questions about it. You get a 0 if you hadn't done it by then, and we're going to go forward because and you work ahead, stay ahead of me, or you just can't. I don't do late work. I know we have people take classes, we do it all in 1 week. Can't do this. We're going to have a midterm in 2 weeks, okay? And I'll talk about that in just a second. But anyway, I am going to be nice on this first because I know things happen, especially getting technology working. But if you'll follow these modules, once you get logged in here, and they have instructions, you click here, look, elaborate instructions on what to do in chapter 2. So very good instructions are in here. And I think a lot of people just go to what's due or go to the calendar, and I don't even like that. Be careful with the calendar, because MyLab and Mastering homework doesn't appear in the calendar, because when you click on it, you go to the Pearson website, which takes you away from the Canvas website. And I'll say right now, when you do some work in Mastering, it's not going to automatically pop up in grades over here in Canvas. Give it a week or 2, or when I usually will sync it every Monday, and then the grades will come in. But they will come in over time. You may even get a partial grade. I'll have somebody email me in a week or 2, like, I made 100. I checked it in the grade book. And now it said I have a 50. Well, it may send 50, then eventually it'll be 100. So when you do that work in Mastering, check the grade center in Mastering before you leave. If it's in there, I'll get it 100%, no problem. Okay? It just takes it a little time. Okay? Let's go back to that module page. I want to walk you through a few more things. So here on the first page, I have some list of stuff to look over here. I got excited and got talking and didn't follow my script here. Okay, so first of all, to get everything to work, you need to have Google Chrome. Download Google Chrome. Do not use Apple Safari. It will not work on the quizzes. It'll not work on the MyLab and Mastering homework. It gets all weird. You have to download Google Chrome or Firefox, okay? And allow pop-up blockers. Don't try to do the Mastering homework or do this class on your phone or an iPad. Now, you can download the book, and that's cool, and it'll work on your phone. But I would definitely do my homework and take my quizzes on a landline connected laptop or computer, because if something goes wrong, it's lightning or something, it's going to click it off. You could lose one of your chances. Okay, but just look it off of this page. There's a start module. Look at it. It has a really good paragraph page. Look at this. Click on it. A page to explain how the class works. Very well written. Then we've got the course syllabus. You can look at that. Here is the due dates. This is when everything's due. This has got a lot of people confused. All of this, chapter 1 is due, and introduction and registering is due tonight, even though I am allowed it to be done by Sunday night, because I know some of y'all, I got about 4 people that had not logged into mastering at 3:30 this afternoon. Okay, so that gives me an idea of what I'm doing. And I've texted those people, and 3 of them have texted me back. So good for y'all to do that. We're going to have a great month. Okay, Sunday, we got chapter 2. All the chapter 2 work is due. The quizzes and the discussion boards are in the modules. So you have to work through the modules. The links are in there. Okay, there are also links for the DSMs, that's dynamic study modules, and mastering. The DSMs and mastering are in the MyLab and Mastering. That's on the Pearson website. I'm going to take you to that in a minute, but look how quick this goes. So that's due that's due on Sunday, then Wednesday, chapter 3, and then we take the midterm, I believe, on Monday, the 10th and the 11th. So I'm giving the test on that Tuesday, 11th. Next week, I am going to be flying to Panama, the country, on a mission trip. So I'm going to be hard to get hold of. I have my computer and I'll have my Google phone. So I would Google text me if you have a meltdown, but you need to get your stuff rolling by Sunday night, because we're leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning to fly to Panama, and I'll be back on the 10th on Monday, and then I'm going to give a test on Tuesday the 11th. So I should be tired, but we'll have a good mission trip down there. But anyway, but look how quick it goes. Then we turn right around and do the same thing again and have our final on Thursday, July the 20th. Woo, this is fast. So get ahead. I'm not going to take late work on some of this, on any of this after today. I will take all of this for, look, when you look in there, it says it's due tonight, but it will be accepted through Sunday, July the 2nd. Okay, now let's get you in mastering real quick. Take a look. So click on MyLab, okay, go to Redshift, and here is the ebook for you to download right here quickly. I'm impatient. Here it comes. So you can download that to your phone and computer, because you do want to read the book. And here is the code for the mastering work. Reach over here, hit this, and it copies that into your it copies that on your clipboard. Then go to MyLab and Mastering, and you'll set up an account with Pearson, and you'll click that copy paste that code. Never pay for anything. You've already paid for the ebook and the access code to the mastering online homework when you paid your tuition. So don't ever put your credit card in here. You never pay for anything in this class. Everything's paid for. Same is true in lab. Okay. So remember, I'm an lecture teacher. Lab is BIO 111, 3 ones, and you should be taking that too, probably at the same time with a different teacher. And you can, you can take any of those times on the midterm and final sign up to take your test. You don't have to take it with me, and I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so here's what. But now, when you're going in modules, take a look. I have links in there. Sometimes they break. So here we go. Here's module 1, chapter 1. Go to mastering 1. Click on that, and look, it takes you to mastering 1. There it is. Mastering 1 is 451 short answer multiple choice questions. Should take you about 35 minutes. Okay, so that's chapter 1. Okay, then you want to X that out and go back to modules. Now, let's say that link didn't work and you get frustrated, or the link to the DSM, which is down here in module 2. Right here, there's the link to it. I've added those. If it don't work, let me show you my favorite trick. Go over to the left, click on MyLab and Mastering, 1 click. Scroll down to Mastering Assignments. And it shows me all of them on me. Now, you may have to change your thing to list instead of calendar. There's calendar. Here's list. Here's all the homework, online homework, all mastering 1 through 6, and the DSM 1 through 6, and the introduction to mastering. So you can always get to that there. That's my favorite little trick, is to use that. Go over here, click down to mastering assignments, and that takes you to all of it. Also, you got a grade center, and you can see the people have already done work. Look, I'll let you see my side. But it'll show all your grades, and notice that the first one is 75 out of 75, so that's 100. Sometimes I put the grade book is in percentages, and sometimes there's more than 100 on some of the mastering work, or less than 100. So be sure, don't freak out percentages wise. That'll show up as 100 in Canvas, or 75 out of 75, which will be 100 in the end. Okay, you can see if your name's not over here, then you haven't logged into mastering yet. And you do that by getting the code off Redshift, then clicking on MyLab and Mastering, and it'll open up an account for you, let you set up an account with your email. Okay, I'm going to go back to the home page. All right, remember now, Google Chrome, don't use a phone. I don't take late work. Okay, let's talk about midterm and final. Now, I put links here and in modules. In modules, take a look. Go down after module module 6. Here is the midterm review instructions. You have to click on all of this for the practice test to work. If you don't open and read that, the practice test don't work. And then here is sign up here for the midterm link. You can go here, and this is for the midterm. Click here and pick a time you want to take the lab and lecture. Okay, and you can see here's our times, and it should have me one on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm going to be, I already got 3 signed up for that. And I've got 425 slots in Oxford at 4 o'clock on that Tuesday the 11th. Still plenty of slots. Nothing's closed. Plenty of time to sign up for that. We have a different link for the final. You would scroll down modules to the very end. There's the final exam module. When you, as proctored with me, you have to come in and take a midterm and final. You have to come in and take midterm and final with one of us, or somebody. I already have one gentleman taking it at another place. He lives in another state, and he has to set up a proctoring. You have to get a proctoring form and fill it out and be approved by e-learning. Here's that link for the final exam. See if anyone's signed up for that yet. We've got 3 or 4, a few people signed up for the final. Okay. Okay. Very cool. So those links are there. Another place I've got those links are here directly right there. And a little bit prettier on what to study. Now, the key to this class, most important thing I'm going to tell you in the video, take the practice test over and over till it teaches you the material. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm not going to give you the answers, but you can Google them real quick, or you can look them up. But if you take it long enough, you should figure out all the answers. I'd say if you take it and you keep making a 90, then you'll make plus or minus 90, 5 plus or minus 90. So I guarantee you'll make between 85 and 95 if you keep taking it till you make a 90 every time without notes, without Googling answers. Okay. So take the practice test over and over. Don't come in here and take it one time. You're going to do bad. Take it over and over till you've seen all the questions and you've learned all the answers. Okay. So taking the practice test over and over, there's the link I just showed you. So this little module front page is very cool because it's got links to the midterm and the final and course outline and then the due dates. Now, I showed you the due dates. I also made a place where you can print those out. I've emailed it to y'all, I believe, in the introduction. But if you'll go down to modules, I get the wrong thing. On the very module 1, I believe, I have, there it is. You can print it out in Word form or a PDF. I love this of the due dates because I'm a list person. And if you use that calendar, remember, masters and DSMs don't appear in that calendar. I don't ever use the calendar inside Canvas. I like to check them off when I do these. You can check DSMs and mastering by looking in the Grade Center and mastering. You can always look here in grades. And I'm going to maybe show somebody some grades here. But you can see we've already got grades in here. We've got some that hadn't done much yet. That just shows you. And here is the introduction checklist. And you can see mine looks like this. We've already got everybody but like maybe half the class has done the discussion board. So y'all are doing really, really good. Okay. I just want to give y'all an introduction to that. Oh, okay. Let me see what else I've got. Midterm link. Go through the best way to do the class is just follow the modules. I've showed you Red Shelf, MyLab and Mastering. Let's see here. Okay. I am going to have a Thursday night Zoom meeting at 8 o'clock. It's not mandatory, but if you have any questions, I'm going to make myself available tomorrow night. And I'm gonna set up a Zoom meeting. But I'm gonna come up to office. I like to do it here. I have a mouse here. I don't have the mouse at home. But I will then open the floor for you to ask me questions about anything going on here, or just take a minute to introduce yourself and get to meet me at 8 o'clock on Zoom meeting. Not mandatory, and I'll probably tape it just in case there's something in there somebody else might want to hear. If you can't be there, email me a question. I'll answer it on the Zoom meeting that I'll post on the front page. On Friday morning sometime. Okay. I'll send y'all a link. Guys, thank y'all for taking the class. I'm going to stop this recording now. I'm going to stop sharing. All right. I'm back. Guys, thank y'all for taking the class. My name is Mr. Robin Robinson, and I'm looking forward to helping y'all and hope we all make an A in this thing. See y'all later. Hope to see you at the midterm.